Hi Scorpio, welcome and welcome back to the channel. I am doing your weekly messages for next week. This is from the 26th of Feb to the 3rd of March. So, your first oracle card, you got Milk and Honey. And this card basically says that there's loads of abundance coming your way, prosperity, happiness, and just a sweet time in general, whether that's got to do with just general things, with your love, with your career, with your business, whatever it is, it's a good time and you can basically enjoy this abundance that's coming your way. So that's great news to begin with. Then we have the full moon eclipse and it says conclusions are within reach. And this card basically says that something is either about to end it something's about to end or it's already ended, and whatever this is, the door's now shut, it's closed for good, but that you even though it's a difficult time, your soul knew that it was going to go through this to evolve. So it's written in the soul contract that this is what you're supposed to go through. So when you are going through the difficult times, just remember that it is here to help you grow, and also that it does also say that maybe you need to do some kind of meditation or yoga just to get through this side, and also that you might need to forgive someone for something that they've done to you in the past, because that's going to help you release this, and that's going to bring the karma back onto an even playing field basically for you. Then we have Hawk Spirit and it says let Spirit be your guide. And this card basically says that Spirit has been trying to contact you over and over and over again and send you loads of messages, and you're just not seeing them. So, or not like clicking in your head that those are messages from Spirit and it's trying to guide you in this direction. So what it's saying is if there's anything that like keep an eye out to the details of everything, and if there's anything that is like repeating itself, or like animals that keep showing up, like look up what their spirit guides are or what that means. Maybe in your dreams, it can also talk about how, like, if there's repetitive numbers or words or a number plate that you see, or it's something along those lines, some words in a song, whatever it is, listen to it, because Spirit has been trying to guide you into what you're meant to be doing, or what this new path that you're meant to follow. And then with your energy, Scorpio, we have a very fiery energy for next week. So you got the 5 of Wands, which is about conflict and competition and that type of thing. And sometimes conflict and competition is a bit healthy, because it can push you again to grow, like the similar of this card. So it can push you to grow and get to a point where, you know, you're at a better place. But if it does get unhealthy, then this is a sign you might need to just take a step back. Don't argue for the sake of trying to win something, but, you know, healthy competition or healthy debates, or trying to resolve a problem with a sort of light argument, let's call it, is okay. But if it gets unhealthy, that's when you need to take a step back. So let's see, what does the tarot have to say for you for next week, Scorpio? So opening the reading, we have the King of Swords, we have the 7 of Wands, the 7 of Swords, we have the 2 of Wands, the Hierophant right in the middle, smack bang center, Temperance, well, 4 of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Ace of Cups. Okay, at the bottom of the deck we have the Ace of Wands, we have the 3 of Cups, and we have the Queen of Cups. Okay, so Scorpio, as you know, things at the bottom of the deck, these are things that you don't see coming, or things that are happening in the shadows. So I feel like what's coming in for you is a new beginning that's going to be very passionate. It's going to bring excitement, something to do with your drive or a goal or a new passion that you want to kind of go towards. You're taking the first steps towards that new passionate beginning. Then we have the 3 of Cups. The 3 of Cups is about kind of having a fun time, letting your hair down. It could be about actually having a few drinks with some friends, or being around female friends. So you might need to do that to get to a point of where, you know, this passionate beginning comes in. Maybe it will come to you once you actually let go and enjoy yourself. And then, oh, that's also about support as well. So you could be getting the support that you need to start this new beginning. And then we have the Queen of Cups. You're going to be feeling very emotionally fulfilled, emotionally stable. You're going to have love coming in, and you're just going to be very nurturing and caring in general. Very giving is what you're going to be. That's not next week. These are things that are happening in the shadows, or things that are coming that you don't see. You don't see it coming, basically. So it might come after next week. This is your actual reading where the things are happening next week. So we have the Hierophant. Sorry, Scorpio. So We have the Hierophant, which the Hierophant is usually about either some form of commitment. So it could be about a marriage, a partnership, you know, that type of thing, which with the Ace of Cups there, and Temperance, it could actually very well have to do with a relationship or commitment of some sort. But otherwise, the Hierophant can also be just some sort of traditional institution. So it could be like the corporate that you work for, or something along those lines. But this could also be, the Hierophant is your connection between it, or the institution that connects you to spirit or to the universe or to God or whatever you want to call it. So those stairs there, that's the Hierophant. So you might need to connect to that higher power, especially it's very synchronistic with that Hawk spirit, like connect to it to find those signs that spirit is trying to guide you towards, because it is going to bring in that milk and honey with the Ace of Cups here. So how do we get here? We have the King of Swords. So you could be in a place where you are thinking very logically, you're no longer thinking with your emotions, your head is very clear, you're communicating clearly, you have a lot of clarity, lots of ideas are just flowing through to you right now, and it's a good, logical, mature place to be. That's either you or someone in your life. We do also have the Seven of Swords here. So there could have been something like maybe some sort of deceit, or someone kind of like sneaking away in the middle of the night type of energy, a thief. It is just like hidden things happening. It can also be about strategy though, in its, you know, in its good sense. That's probably the only good thing about the Seven of Swords. But there could have been something hidden to do with this commitment, or this, or it's the messages from spirit that are hidden basically, that you aren't able to see. So let's see. We also have the Four of Pentacles. You could be in a place where you're kind of focusing on saving your money, or like holding back on something. Maybe you're not saying something that you need to, maybe you're not doing something that you need to, you're holding back. You might also be holding on to past issues, whereas that that full moon eclipse card was saying that you need to kind of forgive someone. So maybe don't hold on to any issues of the past, let it go. It's going to help you to get more to this spiritual place of where you can connect to your higher power, or know what your next path is. And then we have the Ace of Cups. So this is going to be something that is close to your heart, full of love, full of creativity, and it's a new, fresh beginning. So next week in your 3D world, you're in the Seven of Wands. Very similar of this Five of Wands energy. That's maybe why you're very kind of like competitive or argumentative or having some sort of conflict, because you're feeling very defensive. You're feeling like you need to protect yourself. And you might be feeling like things are a bit unfair, like you're standing up to yourself against people. Usually the Seven of Wands in the traditional tarot shows the person trying, with the wand in his hand, trying to fight the other 6 wands. So it's like a situation that's like unbalanced or unfair. But as you can see, this one, I feel like the Seven of Wands in this tarot deck shows that she's kind of not letting anyone get to her. So you're being very protective of your energy, of your love, of what you're giving to the outside world, and you are just in a place where you're like, nobody can touch me right now. And that might have to do with a career, a job, a relationship, anything in the 3D world, your health, that type of thing. So in your emotions next week, you're very much in the place of feeling like you don't know if you should stay in your comfort zone, or if you should go out and do that exciting thing and go do something that maybe it's got to do with travel, actual movement. But you just want a more passionate, exciting time. But you also are scared to leave your comfort zone. So you're kind of in the, you know, in your emotions, you're like, should I stay or should I go? Like, what do I do? In your thoughts, you're in Temperance. So your thoughts are very kind of balanced and patient, which is kind of opposite to this Five of Wands energy. But you could be thinking that that's what you want to bring in. Maybe you want to bring in this balance. But Temperance is also Archangel Michael coming in to kind of bring some sort of balance to a situation. So maybe this is again how you will be looking out for spirit sending you those messages that you need to follow to get you to the path that you're meant to be going on, because this is a new beginning and this is a new beginning. So maybe this is this new path. We also then have the Tower. The Tower is in your passion, your drive, your goals, your desires, you know, that type of thing. So there's some sort of unexpected change when it comes to that. Maybe it's because you started seeing the messages, but there is some sort of change that makes you feel like things are kind of turning upside down. Like maybe you're going to start thinking, okay, this path that I'm going on is completely different than anything that I've ever done before, or it's also completely different to what I thought I would need to be doing. So maybe that's the situation that's coming in. It's just going to be very unexpected, a big change. Towers are usually quite like scary moments in general, but I don't feel like this is a scary moment. I feel like this is spirit basically bringing this to you and kind of shining that lightning down on your home to be like, flip it around, like I'm going to make you go on this new path. It's meant for you. So in the past, we've come from a place of where, you know, you've been thinking logically, you've been communicating clearly, all of those good things. You're now in a position where you don't know whether you should stay in your comfort zone or go do something a bit more exciting. And you could also be holding back. So you're holding back in your comfort zone, even though you want to go and do that. We do then have, in next week, you're going to be kind of connecting more with spirit. You're going to be more committed to what it is that you need to be doing and trying to find your path. And this unexpected change will come in to bring you towards the path that you're meant to be going on, along with you being in a place of feeling like, you know, no one can touch me right now, no one can get in my energy. I'm very protective of myself, and you are very defensive of yourself as well. Then in the near future, then we have you're going to be in a place where you are divinely guided to go on this path that is hidden, and this new path is going to bring a lot of love. It's going to bring a new creativity. It's going to bring happiness, joy. You know, it's something that's very emotionally fulfilling for you. And then there's also going to be this new passionate desire that you don't see coming in, that's going to bring a lot of fun and, again, a lot of love and joy and supportiveness and that type of thing. So let's get some clarifiers for you, Scorpio. So first thing I want to do is I want to clarify, what is this Four of Pentacles? What are you holding on to? You're holding on to something that you've basically planned for, something that you're waiting for your ships to come in. So you're waiting for something to come into you, or you've been waiting for this for a very long time, and that's what you're holding on to. You might be holding on to this idea or this desire of what you've had that you've been waiting for such a long time, that Spirit's like, that's not for you. You need to go into this other direction, and that's what's going to bring that milk and honey. So let's see, what is this, the Tower? Wow, the Tower is the Empress. So this is going to bring you something that's very nurturing, that's very much going to change you to the point where you become this divine feminine. It's going to help you get to the point where you can kind of just let things flow and go with the flow, and let Spirit guide you, and you're not really taking action or resisting in any way. You're just kind of following the path that you're meant to follow. So that's definitely going to bring in, you're basically meant to go down this path. You're meant to learn whatever lessons these are. This big change is going to bring you to the lessons to become this Empress, this very much, it's exactly like how she's sitting with her hands like that. Like, and also we said that it did actually say about one of the oracle cards about meditation and yoga, which is kind of what she's doing and what she's doing in a way. And the Empress is very much like, you know, like I'm very loving, I'm very loyal, I'm very giving, I'm very passionate, I'm very, like, she's all of the queens in one. She's the divine feminine, and she just receives things. She doesn't go chasing after anything. She follows the path, she goes with the flow, and she lets life happen. It's very nurturing, fruitful, and good times, basically. I want to see then as well, so what is this Temperance? Actually, I first want to see, what is the Seven of Swords? So what is this that's hidden? Okay, so whatever this thing that is hidden is basically, it's only going to come to you when you rest and when you retreat and try to heal from whatever past you've had. So there was something in there about you needing to forgive someone. So once the Spirit is hiding these things from you, because it did also say in that oracle card that, like, forgiving someone will balance your karma out and bring, like, the karma back to an even playing field. So it could be that Spirit is purposefully hiding this path from you until you have healed what you need to heal. And then once you have, then Archangel Michael here is going to come in and bring some sort of balance. I want to clarify Temperance, 1 second. Yeah, so it's good to, basically this balance is going to come in really quickly. You're going to be able to overcome any sort of obstacles that are in your way, and you're coming straight for the Ace of Cups here, which, like I said, is that very much new beginning here. It's a, okay, oh wow, the Knight of Cups. It is a very cups and cups. It could be a very big, for some of you it is definitely some sort of romance that's coming in you to you, someone who's going to sweep you off your feet, someone who's going to be very romantic and giving and kind and loyal and devoted and all of those nice things. It's kind of like a whirlwind romance type of thing. For those of you who, if it's not about love, if you're already in a relationship, it could bring a time that's going to get you guys on the same page with this type of thing, very romantic time. Otherwise, if it's just about some sort of career or general thing in your life, it's some offer that is coming your way. This offer is divinely guided here with the Ace of Cups. It's a new beginning, but with the Knight of Cups, it's something that someone is going to actually physically offer you. And it's something that you're going to want, basically. It could also involve an apology of some sort, but it is just going to be something that's very, very much an energy of like love and care and devotion and that type of thing. So let's see, what is the advice for you then, Scorpio, for next week? Okay, 10 of Swords, you need to let go of something, you need to end something. The Emperor. Okay, so you need to end something that will help you get to a place where you can actually take action towards your goals, towards your desires, towards what it is that you want to do. What else is the advice for Scorpio? We have the King of Cups. So whatever you do, make sure that you are very kind of emotionally stable within yourself, that you're emotionally mature, that you are being still very loving and giving and kind and all of those things, but you just don't let anyone hurt you in any way type of thing. And again, the Chariot. So that is also again about taking action. Once this thing has ended, you can go and take action, and that's when the good things will come in and you can overcome all of these obstacles. So, and what are you overcoming? Look at this, which is very synchronistic at the bottom of the deck. You're overcoming the Four of Cups. You're overcoming, sorry, Four of Pentacles, which is also over there. You're overcoming that Four of Pentacles of holding on to something. Okay, so let's get you a romance angel then for next week, Scorpio. Wedding. The situation involves marriage. So with the Hierophant there, it very much could be a wedding. Or some sort of big form of commitment. You guys could be moving towards the next step of your relationship, especially with this year, or this next person that's coming in is going to be someone who you will marry. Otherwise, alternatively, if this is not about a relationship at all, then it could have to do with that this next thing that's coming into you is going to be very committed to you. You're going to be very committed to this path, basically, that you're going on. So that is everything that I have for you, Scorpio. I hope it resonated. If it did, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys again next week. Take care.